Hey guys, welcome to the third episode on making a MOBA/RPG character. In this video, we will cover the ability UI and have them go on cooldown, as well as linking up the player health into a 2D canvas. For starters, I made a quick MOBA interface on Photoshop and gathered some images on Google to be a placeholder for the ability icons. Feel free to use your own assets. Set up another canvas in the scene and add the HUD interface to an image game object. Then, put the ability icons into the scene and place them wherever you see fit. Be sure to change the image type to filled, the object origin to top, and untick the clockwise box. Repeat this for each ability icon. After, you're going to want to duplicate all the ability icons and darken the color to make it look like it's grayed out. Make sure to have the gray ability icons visible for the cooldown effect to work properly. Going to the canvas game object, create a script called abilities and open it up in Visual Studio. At the top, add using Unity Engine.ui, and the variables we'll need are public image named abilityImage1, public float named cooldown1 which is set to 5, a bool named isCooldown which is set to false, and a public keycode called ability1. In the start method, have abilityImage1.fillAmount equal to 0. Following up in the update method, we'll create a separate method for each ability just to keep things clean. In the first ability method, write if input.getKey ability1 and isCooldown is equal to false, isCooldown will equal to true, and abilityImage1.fillAmount equals to 1. Out of the if statement, write another if statement where if isCooldown abilityImage1.fillAmount minus equals 1 divided by cooldown1 times time.delta. Then, if abilityImage1.fillAmount is less than or equal to 0, have the ability1.fillAmount back to 0 and the cooldown is set back to false. Sorry if this gets confusing. Pause the video and see the script if needed. Back in Unity, add the duplicated gray ability icon into the image variable slot and set the keycode to whatever you want the first ability to be. Once you press play, you can see it's working perfectly. It won't be able to be pressed again until the cooldown has resetted. Back into the script, repeat the process for the amount of abilities you have. Add a number to the repeated variable to make things simpler for you. Now, I have all 3 abilities going on cooldown once I press the keys assigned. Sweet! Moving to linking up the health to a 2D canvas, we'll duplicate the slider that's a child of the player and make it a child of the 2D canvas. Center and scale up the slider and place it to whatever position you see fit. Create a script called health on the 2D version of the health slider and open it up in Visual Studio. At the top again, add using Unity Engine.ui, and the following variables we'll need are a public slider reference to the 3D health slider, a slider for the 2D version called PlayerSlider2D, and a public integer called health. In the start method, have the PlayerSlider2D equal to the getComponent slider. Also have the PlayerSlider2D.maxValue and the PlayerSlider3D.maxValue both equal to health. What we need to write in the update method is pretty simple. All that's needed for now is PlayerSlider2D.value is equal to health and the PlayerHealthSlider3D.value is equal to the PlayerSlider2D.value. Back to Unity, add the 3D slider into the slot and give your character X amount of health. And now you can see if the player's health goes down, both health UI will go down with it. That's pretty much it for this tutorial. Another short tutorial that I hope you guys understood even though I went by the steps pretty quick. Nevertheless, be sure to like, subscribe, and let me know what other tutorials you would like to see. Can't wait to see you guys in the next one. Bye!